Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Australian families across the nation packed up their cars and made the pilgrimage to Brisbane Expo 88. Tim Ross is still angry that his family wasn't one of them. He's put that anger to good use, though, and he's made a comedy show about it called Rosso 88. Armed with a clicker and some slides, he can take us right to the heart of it. Tim Ross, hello.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm still angry about it. You know what happened? 1986, we got into the old Commodore and we drove up to see Cats from Melbourne, right? And it was a big thing. Stayed in Randwick at a motel that had a lift. And, that was pretty exciting. And Dad hated the whole experience, particularly Cats. And we never went on a family holiday ever again.
well, that ought to do it. That ought to do it.
When everyone else went to Expo 88, to show the world, the Ross family was stuck at home watching Simon Townsend's Wonder World again.
And nothing wrong with that. Yeah. It's interesting in our production team here, they're substantially young, or some of them are substantially younger than we are, and they don't know the cult of Expo 88.
Yeah.
Talk us through what it meant and why it was so incredible.
Damn the demographics. I was doing an interview for the Brisbane Times, and I was talking about all these things, including, remember mystery flights? Ansett had mystery flights.
Yes.
And you have to, and because no one would really fly because flights were expensive. So you pay $70 and you just turn up at the airport and they'd put you on a plane that had empty seats. You could go to Tasmania for the day. You could go to Alice Springs, could go to Canberra, and that was a huge deal.
Yeah.
The journalist asked me to spell Ansett.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the question.
Well, they do mystery flights these days. It's just flying Jetstar.
Except your luggage goes on one.
You just get on one. Well, where are we going? I don't know. Yeah. Wherever you can get me, you'd be happy.
That's so true. So, Brisbane came alive in 1988.
Yeah.
They put roundabouts in that they'd never had before, and then they had to put ads on the telly to tell people how to use the roundabouts, because everyone was taking shortcuts. But it did change it for the world. People came from all over the world for these wonderful pavilions. And for Australia in a time without the internet, it was huge. Everyone got in the cars and went up there. People got season passes on Saturday nights. You could see Joe Cocker, John Farnham, Crowded House, Brian Ferry every Saturday night. As part of the ticket price was a huge concert. Of course, you could take your little passport out and get it stamped. And most people in Brisbane who went every Friday night just went to the German beer hall, did the chicken dance, and that was it.
Yeah.
But,
I did that.
It's huge for the country. Huge for Brisbane.
But I was there at Expo 88, and the only thing that we got when we came back was the New Zealand pavilion. They said, "Did you see the New Zealand one?" Because the queue was massive. And I said to my girlfriend, now wife, I said, I'm not queuing up to see New Zealand. I can fly to New Zealand. By the time the queue finishes, we could have gone to New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand.
What was I don't even know what was so special about the New Zealand pavilion.
Did you go into it?
I was working at Beyond 2000. I just started and we were doing some filming there, but I didn't go inside. Did it have trees in it or something?
I don't know. It's
magical beans.
Yeah, go to the phones. But no one talks about it. It's like people keeping the secret of the sixth sense. No one tells you what actually was in there.
But they do say that Expo 88 turned Brisbane from a big country town into a city.
It did, into a metropolis.
Yeah. I had this great thing. This guy came to one of the early shows that I've done, and his mum was one of the hostesses who wore this sort of yellow suit that you have to wear around Expo 88. And then the year after, the phone book came out, or the middle of the year actually. Next year's A to K, and she was on the front cover of the phone book, and her name was Eileen, and still to this day they call her Expo Eileen.
She's still called that.
That is the dream.
You know what's really sad is when I think about Expo 88, it feels to me like that was about 3 years ago.
That's the shame of these things, isn't it?
It is.
It keeps on marching.
Well, how many years ago is it? 88. What's that? Come on, Tim, you're smart.
Go to the phone.
What year was 1988? And what did you think of the New Zealand
What year was
pavilion?
1988? That's quite the question.
How long ago was it? Because we can't remember.
It's 75. Yeah, that's what your young producers who can Google.
I know.
They're
That's
Googling
right.
it now.
Well, they can do maths.
Yeah, Gemway, right, was it? When were you born, mate?
98.
98. He wasn't.
And how old are you?
25.
So this is 35 years ago.
35 years.
5 years ago. But like, I don't look. It's really interesting because I don't look back at it with completely rose-coloured glasses. But what has been extraordinary is I play all these bits from Perfect Match, the old dating TV show, and Greg Evans, not as I remembered.
No.
What do you mean?
It was a bit more hands-on than we remembered at the time.
Really?
Yeah, but they all were. They just go for the kiss and a little bit of a look up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that was a revelation for me because that was a show that we watched when I was a kid. Anyway, like it was 5:30 at night.
That's right.
Before the news, and as a teenager, all we wanted to do was go to Great Keppel Island because of that TV.
But you look at it, it's just a derelict wreck now. Not Greg Evans, but Great Keppel Island. Well, I think this is what it's all about.
This is in our drop zone.
This is right
show.
in our drop zone. For tickets to Rosso 88, head to modernistabooks.com. Tim, it's always a treat to have you on our show. Let's go to the phones.
Get out of the phones. Keep smiling. Bye for now.
Bye.